Welcome back again, everyone. Now, remember we were having this whole issue before. In the last episode, we were deciding if we should take this truck up along this route, maybe through there, or maybe even, let me plot a point, there we go, through here. But I think this is going to be a problem, and getting through here in this area is going to be a problem as well. So we're going to take it up along. It looks like there's actually a path we can follow right here. That dark spot scares me a little, but hopefully we can use that path to get up top a little bit, on top of the hill, along here, along the top of this part, and then right over to our objective. But, I think it's going to be a pretty difficult journey. Last episode we made it like a third of the way there, so this could be it. I mean, this is only 6 log points that we have here. 6 points. This trailer carries 6 points worth of logs, and we need 8 at the objective in order to complete the mission. So after this we can take just a little log trailer, and that should be a little bit easier. And then, yeah, we can move on to the next map, hopefully. Let's see if we can get this thing out of the mud on its own. Reversing downhill is probably going to be our best bet, but that doesn't seem to be happening. What about winching? Not... I can winch to those, but I don't really want to those. So I think that move into this thing. And using it to maybe should I get behind it and pull it over to that area, the log truck, so I can straighten it out and pull it up the hill on that path behind us, or should I just try to pull it straight from there, take a little bit more of a chance tipping it, and go along and try to get it up to there at that point? Let's do the riskier thing. You know, I'm gonna hate myself. Oh, parking brake's on. I'm gonna hate myself a lot if this goes horribly wrong. But I think if we fail a few more times, we're gonna have to just give up on this map and try out another, because I can't have failure after failure forever. I want to see this through, so hopefully we can do so. Oh, fudging everything up. I wonder if I can take out that tree if I have enough speed in this thing. I mean, it's a pretty heavy vehicle, but especially even if it does get taken down, I'm sure that it's going to cause some damage to this thing, slamming into a tree at full speed. Okay, that's almost the position I want. This is going to be difficult, climbing up the hill in this thing with the mud. Look how much our back wheels are already sinking in. Am I close enough now to winch? I could do something like this, ascend the anchors, maybe lift the crane up. How do I do that again? There we go. And then hopefully pull a truck like that. I want it to steer left a little bit. Steer left. Steer towards the tip. Oh. Need to be careful here. Let's go ahead and switch that to accelerate. And we'll try to pull it out with our own power. Actually, are my anchors still extended here? Extend anchors. At least I can, that could be helpful, but... Come on! Please don't tip over when you start getting out of the mud, trailer. Kinda worried that's gonna happen. Let's hope for the best here. Hopefully the left side of the trailer, if you're in the truck, the left side, sinks into the mud enough that, whoop. That the right side doesn't get down too low and cause the whole thing to tip over. Oh, dang it! Wow, I looked away for 1 second, and then kaboom. How did that even happen? Well, crap. Huh. Man, we had such a good system going. I should have backed the truck up and tried driving up to the ruts. I did not see that coming. I was like, okay, we're getting over the hill. We're home clean now. We're home clean, home clear, something like that. We're almost over to that point, and then it's easy from there. But nope, not happening. All right then. I don't even know what to do now. What should I do? Well, I guess my options are either to tip the vehicle that's on its side, rescue it to the garage, then either equip the small or medium trailers. The large one was just too much hassle, I think. The medium one we didn't have any better luck with. Well, slightly, but we actually in the end made it farther with this thing. Kinda. Not by much. Like we ended up, you can see my mouse there. This is where the medium log trailer got tipped over, right over there on that little hill. So we didn't make it too much farther in this thing. I could do the small log trailer, but I mean, that's going to take 4 trips in that thing. That's more than I want to do. Okay, I think what I'm going to have to do, though, is... And I'm just debating if I should drive... I think I'm going to rescue the tipped-over truck here to the garage because I'm cheaty and lazy like that. I think the winch is gone, too. Okay. And, so let's rescue that to garage. Guess it doesn't really matter what garage I use, does it? I think I'm going to use this one. I don't know if it even... Go ahead and get rid of the long one. Log cart we don't need. Carriage. That's what we do need. Alright. We don't want the highway wheels. That's going to cause more problems. So let's plot our route up to the lumber yard. I think I'm going to leave you guys for that one. I'll let you know when I'm at the lumber yard because you've seen me make that route back and forth a few times. And then we're going to try to just get the small load over to the objective. And I think I'm going to try a different route. I'm not with the small logs. I'm not going to go through the center here because I don't have a big trailer to worry about. We're still going to be slightly top heavy, I imagine, but I think I'm going to try a more familiar route. So I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes. Okay, by some miracle we made it here so far. It looks like we can load up just the small logs, or the short logs, which is exactly what we expected. So just like that, we'll go ahead and do so. And oh, we missed a checkpoint a little bit on our way there, apparently. And so we need to get to we need to get to the objective. However, I found this route that we had traveled several times before easier than going up north or cutting through the center. Maybe that's just because I've never tried doing the western side here, the left side, with any kind of load. I have done it with empty trailers, but and yes, I knew, by the way, that I could fold up the long trailer. I don't think I ever did that. I think that at one point I didn't fold it up. I can't remember if I even recorded that part. When I took the long trailer over here, though, I didn't know at that point that I could fold up the trailer. But I knew that at the beginning of the other episode once it was loaded up. But of course, then you can't fold it. Anyway, none of that probably made sense, so let's just go ahead and plot ourselves a route. So I think that our best bet might be to avoid this thing. That is with all the rocks and the water and the uneven ground, and we got stuck there before, possibly. I can't remember. But let's go ahead and take this route. That's a bit of a ditch there, so that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And a bit of a tight squeeze there as well. Then I think that going down this way could be smart, but there is that river there. And I'm worried we're going to get stuck in that river. We're going to weigh a lot more with this truck loaded up with logs. I think that at this point we're going to have to go take the back route. And then down to there. Maybe across here. Possibly, or otherwise we can take the road if it doesn't look good. Across a bit of a bridge here. There's a bridge there. And across to this side. And hopefully we can get through here. I think there's a bit of a bump there. That could be a challenge. And possibly we can get onto the main road over here. And then hopefully it'll be quite easy from there. And then we can, as many points as I have that I can place here, but maybe go down this road. If we're damaged, and we can go to the garage and repair ourselves. But we didn't take much damage getting there. But then again, getting there, camera there, I didn't really have any load. Well, I didn't have any load at all. Just the truck itself. And then we can hopefully take this road, which looks like it's going to be a bit muddy and a lot of water and probably a lot of rocks, but hopefully we can do it. And once we get along this road to the bottom, we might be free and clear. I've traveled this road before. I can't remember how bad it was though, but once we get near this area, hopefully the objective will be super easy to get to. So let's follow this route. Let's see if we can avoid getting stuck right off the bat. We don't have our fuel truck right there to bail us out this time. Actually, I don't think we needed it last time, did we? Maybe. Maybe not. I can't remember, but hopefully we don't need it this time is what I'm getting at. If we can move to the right, there's some more solid ground there. Just plow over these trees. And that looks like a very good spot, very nice spot to get stuck down there. I think I'm going to avoid that. I've gotten several vehicles stuck there before. I think I kind of worked them out eventually, but without towing them, but definitely a bad place to be. Don't tip ourselves already. If I fail this mission this time, I don't know. This is as easy as it gets now. All right. I think we're just going to speed along as fast as we can, even though it's going to hurt us. Probably right here too. No, not quite, but we're going to take some serious damage at this speed. Woo. Took a little bit there. Actually, a significant amount, but that was karma saying, hey, you're talking all this crap saying if you fail, you're going to give up. So let's test that. Let's make you fail. Let's see if you give up. No thank you. No thank you. I don't want to fail. I want to get there this episode, hopefully. Get this done. Oh, look at that. Looking at my other screen. Watch Dogs episode 30 just finished uploading. Looks like that's being released tonight. Although, yes, this episode is going to be released. Spin Tires is going to be released several days after that episode of Watch Dogs is out. So, yeah. Alright then, let's oh, there's the bridge. Let's just not go off the side, then we'll be fine. Yeah, ooh, okay. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. A few little rocks there, not much to worry about. I say as it stops me dead in my tracks briefly. Alright, maybe this route is easier. Famous last words. Oh yeah, up here though I think is that little hill. This is where it's going to be tough. We've got to turn through all this mud and then go over that hill to our lefts. Our left? without getting stuck. Oh, come on, come on. Come on, we're practically over it, and we're stuck. There we go, just had to wiggle the wheel a little bit, and that got us out, no problem. Let's try to avoid this upcoming mud pit. Looks like sticking to the left of it is our best bet. Stick left, 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 left. I think we should stay left a little bit here until we get around the mud that's on our right now. Okay then. You know, there's a little something I've been planning on doing, or I've been intending to do. I meant to do that at the beginning or the end or something of last episode. A little bonus clip that I may or may not include at the end of this one, depending on how horribly it goes. But one of your comments that you made, I think it was, I don't remember who made it, but someone made a comment on my channel, not a video, but my channel, I think. That kind of gave me an idea that may kill us all. It could bring on the apocalypse itself. But I may put that at the end of this video, so at the very least, if you get bored of the video, check out the last 30 seconds. It may or may not be there, as I've said 8 times now, but, you know, we'll see. Hold on, is this the last checkpoint that I have set up? Yes, it is. Okay. That means we need to place some more. So first off, down to there, and of course down to here. And at that point, we'll determine if we need to repair ourselves at all. But then we should have this roadway to take. And these points are kind of pushing us over the trees, but not too worried about that. There is a small bridge there. I think that might actually be our best bet. So once we get to the last checkpoint there, then, well, hopefully we'll figure it out. Hopefully we'll realize it before we drive past it and have to reverse to it. But right now it looks like our vehicle's damage is fine, but fuel I'm a little bit worried about, to be honest. Don't tip it here, though. It's like a scary spot for getting stuck and tipping and all those things. I think we're okay with trying to getting stuck, but maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, all these tree roots in this area, that's a cool effect. I like too how when you get close to the trees you can hear the branches like cracking off and stuff like that. And the trees will kind of move a little bit sometimes if you get really close. It's just the branches on them. I mean, the game may need a little bit more work in some spots, especially with these visual areas you see flickering everywhere, but I mean, they're working on it, and it's really the concept of this game, the technology behind it that makes it what it is. It makes it an awesome game. Don't tip ourselves here. Oh yeah, I should have just done this in the first place. If I would have done 4 trips to this, I would have had that done so much faster than messing with the medium and long trailers and failing multiple times. But yeah, let's get this going. I may be speaking too soon already. This is probably where I need to determine stop at the top of this hill so we don't get stuck anywhere. If I want to go back to get more fuel or not. That was smart, I would use that point back there, but that's a detour, just as much of a detour too. Let's... What's our fuel at? I think we're gonna have to if we want to make it there before we're running out of fuel. So let's go to the garage. Fill our tanks. Our tank. Well, this thing might have more than one fuel tank. Hard to say. Hopefully we can make it across the water without any real problems. And then and we could just drive back problem free. Now I drove across this exact spot in the river to get here in this truck and we took no drowning damage. but now we weigh a lot more, probably twice as much with these logs. And the game might calculate that. Well, it looks like we had no trouble though. It's not very deep there. That seems to be one of the shallower spots to cross, which I'm kind of concerned about crossing in the other spot I'm planning on going back across that river after we get after we fuel up here. That might be too deep for this truck, and if it is, then we might find out when it's already too late and lose the load. But I think we're going to probably take that chance. There's that trailer I dragged all the way back with the huge all-terrain vehicle. So let's see, we have 145 liters of fuel right now. Let's see if that would have been enough to get us there or not. There we go. Don't need to attach any more things. If I start messing with that, it'll probably delete all the logs on me. And can I get through these trees? Oh yeah, easy. This could be risky. Getting up that other side too, that's going to be a challenge. Let's enter the water slowly here. That has its own risks. Yeah, let's... What do you think? Should we do it? Should we try it? Oh boy. This could be a huge mistake if we do. Yeah, let's try it. Please don't be the end of everything. Oh, that's deep water. I think we're good though. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we've only taken 2 damage so far. That's completely acceptable. This is some deep, deep mud coming up though. We're probably gonna get stuck there. I can't imagine not getting stuck here. If we don't, then that's some kind of miracle. That was a miracle. Clearly, that was a miracle. Oh boy, now this part. Here we go. Last time we crossed something like this, we had, it was up towards the north side with a long trailer, and we had the fuel truck pushing us along, which I still think was an amazing, but took an incredible amount of ingenuity. It was my idea from the beginning. It certainly wasn't kind of discovered accidentally. Oh, up here, should we take the water or the left? I think the left side looks better. To the left of this little hill in the middle. Yeah, I think so. Hopefully that mud there isn't too deep though. If we don't get stuck on rocks either. I have to be careful of that mud. If we get stuck in that, then we don't have any trucks around to winter us out with. I could try going over this hill a little bit. The mud looks a little bit more forgiving, but I mean, it's a hill. We've seen what hills can do to trucks with carrying heavy loads. This is a lot more deep mud up here too. I don't think it's going to be dangerously deep, but I've been wrong before. I need to go left around these trees here. I'm not going right. That's just asking for trouble. This is a nice handy little detour though. Need to keep your eyes open for these things. Alright then. Past most of the mess there. Just a few rocks to get over. Oh, a bit of mud there too. I think I should try sticking left. I was thinking about going to the right there, but I don't know if I like the look of that too much. This all looks pretty iffy though. Well, I got sucked into the right a little more than I wanted to, but now we're back left, and we're back right again. Oh boy. Once we get out of this whole rut situation up here, then I'm going to stop and look at the mini map. It's not really a mini map, it's the map in general, and see where we are. This is going to be a long path. This could be problems. I think we should get out of the left a little bit. If we can get our wheels up onto the left side, our left wheel's up onto the left side of the ruts here, and our right wheel's in the middle, then that'll probably help quite a bit. There we go. No, we got sucked back in pretty quickly. Our back end was still kind of stuck in. Oh, there we go. A little bit more. Once you get to the top of this hill, hopefully we can look at the mini-map. The big map. Mini-map is just a force of habit to call it that, because usually the map is, in fact, mini. Alright, so we're getting there, slowly. We have a little more distance to go. Let me replot this route, because I'll end up confusing myself at the end when the route kind of loops back on itself where I messed it up plotting it. I think that over here is probably our best bet, and hopefully we can get across here without getting stuck. And then once we're there, we'll know how to get to the objective. I hope we should be able to see it from there. Steaming forward a little bit. I like these ruts better. They don't have 6 feet of mud in each of them. Somehow the lines that we used to plot our course in front of me, when they arch up over trees and stuff, it reminds me of like the heart monitor you'd see in hospitals and whatnot to monitor your heart rate. Just the red line suddenly jutting upwards and then back down. Okay, straight line traveling. I like how look at the cab of the truck. It moves completely independently. Ooh, careful. Don't go too far right. We'll tip ourselves. But the cab moves independently with the back of the truck where the logs are. I think the tire up there probably does a little bit too, but it's not very noticeable in comparison. But every little part kind of moves independently like a real truck would. Hopefully this is not deep. I mean, if you start taking your pickup truck, just your standard pickup truck, and take it over big bumps like this, especially once it kind of twists the whole frame, you'll start seeing the back of the truck move separately from the cab like this too. And, I mean, it's tough on your truck to do it though, so just in case you were for some reason thinking about going out and trying it, taking your vehicles off-roading is kind of risky. Bottoming. Okay, suddenly I can't say that word. But over in ruts, bottoming it out in ruts and rocks and stuff like that can not only cause some serious damage, including rip your gas tank open, but I mean maxing out your suspension and all that stuff is not exactly easy on it either. Everything bouncing around kind of loosens up the connections and between stuff. Anyway, who am I to give an off-road lesson? Everything I know about off-roading can be demonstrated in this game. And I'm sure there's some of you that either you or maybe your parents or something have a vehicle devoted to mud runs and stuff like that. Maybe hill climb events, or maybe a dune buggy or something. Whereas I never had that, or at least a dirt bike. I haven't had that either, or an ATV. Oh boy, this little hill. We bottomed out. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. We're getting stuck. And we're good. Okay. Now, as long as this little tiny bit of the open plains, as I'll call it, doesn't cause problems for us, then we'll be fine. But let's keep our fingers crossed. Now for this bridge. Don't fall into the ditch. That will cause so many problems. Okay. Wow. Looks like we may have actually made it. I can suddenly be happy for once. Bloop. Load, 2 points. Unload. Haha. Well then. Come on, camera. 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 I want a good camera angle. Anyways, doesn't really matter. But I think that's going to be it for this map and this episode. We finally got something delivered. I mean, it only took us how many episodes? But, wow. I think we'll probably start a new map soonish. And hopefully that'll go well. I think we have different vehicles available to us in every map. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to go through the maps and kind of take a quick look around in each one of them and see what it's like. Or if I'll just pick one at random and see what we're stuck with. We might be stuck with smaller trucks or maybe big trucks like that thing we found. That like 8-wheel beast truck we found. That would be nice if we had stuff like that that could pull lumber. But I also imagine if we had those everywhere, then it's probably going to be a tougher map too. There's going to be more mud, more obstacles. So who knows? I don't think there's any kind of difficulty pinned to them. But yeah, this map, it certainly had the best of me. It certainly got the best of me. How much fuel do we use anyway? We would have had enough fuel. We would have, yeah. Yeah, we had 145 liters left at the point that we refueled at the other garage, and we have used a little under 100. It's at 83 liters? 83 liters, I think. Yeah, is my math right? You can see down here, the bottom left corner, of fuel consumption if you didn't see where I was looking. So we would have made it with fuel, but we wouldn't have had a whole lot left. Our gas gauge, our fuel light probably would have been on. And yeah, well, at least we finally got a load there. That's that makes me happy, even though it was just a small load and only 2 of the 8 points we actually need. Yeah, it delivered 2 of 8. But rather than taking you guys along with the other 3 trips it would take me with that thing, even though it could take different routes and stuff like that, I am going to move on to another map after this. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And if I put that bonus clip in, then here you go, enjoy. Oh my god, that could be painful. I'm warning you, it might not be at all fun to watch or listen to. But I'm not sure if I can even do it. There might be copyright issues. It does involve music. Anyways, if it's there, enjoy. If not, see you next time, guys. Oh, this game. So much stress in this game.
For me, I'm free.
Spin tires, don't destroy that truck anymore. Spin tires, yeah, I'm done with this.